Hey guys, Assalamualaikum, it's Jenna G. That's me, the hijabi from TNT. Welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be doing a cooking video. So you guys have been seeing a lot of the food vlogs, a lot of different places to try out. I hope you guys do give those spots a try out, and they are halal spots. And you guys have been seeing some punch, you guys have been seeing some food challenges. So today's video we're going to be doing a cooking video, and I'm going to be making a sort of Jamaican inspired lunch menu today. Now you're probably wondering, oh, how come, well, I've always actually liked the Jamaican style food. I like the curry. It's kind of similar to, the Trini style with the curry goat and the peas and rice and the stew oxtail and the stews and all of that. So I was just feeling for Jamaican inspired jerk chicken, peas and rice, some curry goat and some boiled plantains, and I said, why not, let's just put together that delicious menu for you guys today to see. Now I've actually been to Jamaica before. I actually had an aunt who lived there for a little while, and I visited her. We went to Devon's house, got some ice cream there, went to Ocho Rios, down the waterfall. So it was a pretty nice experience. I didn't make it to like Montego Bay and all of that side, but hopefully maybe in the future we might make a trip to Jamaica sometime. But the food is quite similar and like our Trini style, so I thought let's just do it. So today's menu, like I said just now, we are going to be doing a rice and peas, curry goat, jerk chicken, boiled plantains. Pretty simple. I'm not actually going to be showing you guys exactly like the goat curry goat. I have a video up already on the channel for that. The jerk chicken is pretty simple. I'm just going to keep it simple, and just remember this is just Jamaican inspired meal. So I'm not really saying this is how you make a real Jamaican jerk, because we're actually going to be using a ready-made jerk sauce. So it's just a Jamaican inspired lunch menu today. So we're going to be using chicken breast, normal chicken breast with some ready-made jerk sauce, and the rice and peas. I'll show you guys how I'm doing that. And the curry goat, the video is up already, so I'll post the link down below so you guys can check it out. So the rice and peas is pretty simple. I think I would have done a video on this as well too. So I have some rice. Of course, I'm going to be using some red kidney beans in this. I have some chopped onions, some chive, some thyme. Of course, coconut milk is very necessary, and I got some all-purpose seasoning, and it's what I'm going to be using in this recipe that has the salt in it already. Right, so like normally you would use a 1 to 2 cup ratio for rice. So 1 cup of rice to 2 cup of liquid when you're making like any sort of rice dishes. But that also depends on how soft or how mushy you like your rice. So some people prefer firm rice. I like my rice a little on the soft side. So what you can do is just add the water as you're going along, well, boiling water as you're going along. But generally, you can use like a 1 cup of rice to 2 cup of liquid sort of ratio. So for this particular recipe, I'm going to be using 1 cup of rice, and I'm using the liquid, 2 cups of liquid. So it's going to be a combination of coconut milk and some of the kidney beans, because I'm using the canned beans. So there's some liquid in it, and I'm actually going to be using some of the liquid in that. You don't have to, of course. You can use some broth if you have some stock, chicken stock if you have, or you can just make up the balance with some water and the coconut milk. So we're going to be doing the 1 cup of rice, and the 2 cups of liquid be a combination of coconut milk, water, and the kidney beans liquid from the can. So I'm just going to be heating up my oil. It's pretty simple, it's pretty straightforward sort of recipe we're doing today. Well, now because I'm using canned red beans, I'm going to be adding that sort of midway in the cooking. So if you're using the dried red beans, what you'll need to do is soak it before, and you can cook that before, because that tends to be a lot harder than the kidney beans in the can. So up to you. If you are using the dried ones, you can add that once it's cooked, soaked and cooked through. You can add that in the beginning, but because we're using the can, we're going to be adding it halfway through the cooking process. So I've got my oil hot in my pan. I'm adding the onions. Now remember, this is just a Jamaican inspired dish, so you would not find them using shadow penny in the rice and peas so much, but I'm adding some because it has the garlic in it, and some pimento and pepper as well. So I'm adding some of that. After this, I'm going to be adding my liquid. And now I'm going to add my rice. I'm going to keep the heat on low, medium. And again, this liquid will change depending on how soft you like your rice, okay? So I'm going to cover the pot and I'm just going to let that cook through on low to medium, and we will add more liquid if necessary. So while the rice is up, all I did was just season up my little bit of goat meat here. It's very little bit here, so I just have some green seasoning, some curry powder, and we're just going to cook it like normal. Again, I'll put the link to my curry goat video down below so you can see. And for the chicken, this is just some boneless chicken. Now normally you could use like the quarters like in Thai, but you just go in some easy chicken breast that I cut into chunks. And I'm just going to be using some ready-made jerk seasoning. This is the hot jerk seasoning, and this tends to be a little salty, so I'm just going to be using this basically alone on the chicken. Just going to mix that up, and we're just going to put this in the pan, and it's just going to be like that simple. And this is hot. I'm going to add a little more. Want a real jerky kind of style chicken. So you could set this aside to marinate if you want, if you have the time to. If not, you could just throw it in the pan one time. If you want to add some onions or some other stuff to it, you know, you could go ahead, but we just gonna cook it just like this. It smells so good right now. Alright, so I added some more liquid, of course, and I'm going to add in my beans. I'm going to add some of my all-purpose seasoning, and then coming down to the end, I'll add the thyme and the sage. So I'm just going to let this cook till the rice is fully cooked through. You can cover the pot again, leave it on low heat, and let everything cook together. So real quickly, as the rice is cooking, we're going to make the chicken. So this chicken is pretty simple. If you have a grill, you can grill it if you want. We're just going to be doing it in a pan. So I have some oil in my pan. And you're just going to cook it for a couple of minutes on each side. Alright guys, and easy like that, our jerk chicken pieces are done with. So now just the rice to finish, and we're going to boil the plantain and just cook the curry goat. So this is what our peas and rice looking like so far. So I have the heat up on high to just let most of that water reduce quickly. So at this point I'm reducing the heat because there's still some liquid I want reduced there, but I'm going to be adding the thyme and the sage to this. I'm just going to drop in like this time, right? But if you want to take the time and pull it out, but I'll pull it out at the end, like all the, according to some people, they would say these stick pieces. We'll pull that out after. Just give this a stir. Oh, this looks so good. So you want that water to evaporate from there, and we're good to go with our rice and peas. While that is finishing up, I put the plantain to boil, and now it's just to cook the goat. So it's just the goat meat. Alright guys, so our Jamaican style lunch menu is done. Now it's just time to eat. The entire kitchen and the house was smelling so amazing while everything was cooking. So like I said, I have a curry goat video already up. I'll share the link with you guys down below. We just did a simple boiled plantain. We did the rice and peas and the jerk chicken. The jerk chicken, I used chicken breast chunks and I used ready-made jerk seasoning. So like I said, this is just a Jamaican inspired meal. It's not per se a real traditional style Jamaican meal. But if any Jamaican viewers out there, you guys can comment down below and tell me just how different it is when you all are making a traditional style meal like this. I'd like to hear it, of course. And if you guys have visited some Caribbean islands before, tried out some of their foods, comment down below and let me know what are your favorite foods from the different islands you've been to. and we can experiment with them. We can even maybe have a little island food series. We'll see how things go. But thanks so much for watching, guys. Be sure to give this Jamaican Inspired lunch menu a try out. Send me pictures. Be sure to share the video with lots of friends and your family, especially somebody who you think just might like a little Jamaican Inspired menu idea or inspiration for this week to come. So be sure to hit that subscribe button and also the bell notification button so you don't miss out on any of my videos to come. And stay tuned to lots more. Thanks so much for watching.